Hello again, everyone. Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Mixed Media Mayhem, where a group of us creatives get together and play with mixed media and do a scrap lift. This one was chosen by the lovely Scrappy Kathy, so our week's lift. I don't know who it's by, so I do apologize if this is your layouts. So there is a lot going on. It is very heavily grunged, looked like it's whited out a bit. We've got 3 prominent colors, which my camera is not picking up, but there's a blue, a yellow, and a red, like mixed, like swatches of paint through there, and a whole bunch of stamping and fun stuff. So I'm going to do this photo, very nice photo of me and my lovely husband at the Blues game. I'm going to use my How to Kill a Kit with Style for April, but I am pulling in some other things because I'm excited and I love this company right here, Craft the Clock. I'm on the design team, and I have so many of these luscious papers, and they are great for starting the mixed media. It's kind of already started, so you can just build upon it, right? So I've pulled in my go-to fun grungy stamp. So I've got this old Stampin' Up! Dictionary stamp, and it is a background stamp. I've got the Timeless Textures, the Open C, because I like to use this little ledger piece right there. And then I just have the Work of Art for some of these paint swatches. So we have those. I have got my Delusions paint, and I'm going to play with these today. So we have Bubblegum Pink, Blue Lagoon, and Lemon Zest, just to get those 3 swatches of color right off the bat. And I am pulling in the Force of Gentleness paper. So this is like the super uberest thick paper ever. I will have a link to this company down below, a store that you can buy it from in the United States, because it's a Polish company, and this is the distributor, and I'm in love with this company. So this is the Force of Gentleness, page number 6. So this is the A side, which is gorgeous in itself. And I may even use this, but I did pull it for this side. But I'm thinking I really honestly, you guys, I might use this. And I know this is like a little different because I'm using my How to Kill a Kit with Style. This is going to be like one of the only pages in there that doesn't have a background from the Amy Tangerine Brave and Bold. But I'm totally okay with it because I want to use this paper. And I waited for a long time to use these collections that I have, because I'm on the design team and they want to make sure that you have enough to use for their actual projects that they use. But trust me, I'm not going to run out. I now have 2 12 by 12 cubbies full of this company's materials, and I just want to use them because they're beautiful. I'm actually doing my brother and sister-in-law's wedding album in a majority of these, in some of these collections. So I've got the 6 by 6 paper pack. I also have the 8 by 8, but I'm going with the 6 by 6 because I'm going to trim that photo down. And we're going to just find one of these lovely items to mat that in. And I thought I would pull it out for more of the yellow. So I think we're going to pull this yellow out. So let's see what else we have in here. And maybe we'll even pull this page out as well and use it for the back, because after looking at everything, have decided that yes, I must, well, this is going to take too much to try to stick that in there. I'm going to pull out my white gesso and my dry paintbrush, and I'm going to white out a big chunk of this so that I can do the rest of my mixed media and such on there. So we can just go ahead, and I'll do that with you guys right now. So I'm going to trim this off, the branding strip that is. And if you hear noise in the background, I apologize, it's my son. But Amazon was just here, and I don't know if you know what that means, but that means my husband ordered like soundproofing equipment. I know it's kind of funny if you think about it, but we're going to soundproof Sam's room today. So, this is the only white gesso that I have. It's the Vicky Bouton, because I always struggle to use this. But I'm not going to wet it. I'm going to use my dry paintbrush, dab it in there, And we're just going to go right in and start spreading it out. I don't want it too gloppy or messy, and I won't really have the harsh lines because it'll have the paint brushed edges. So I just go back and forth, just getting a little bit on my paintbrush as I go. And keep going, and then we'll let this dry. But this is the only way that I found that I can make white gesso look somewhat appropriate, right? Because I always I don't know, it just never looks right to me. I look like I have just like a big old glob of white paint on my page. So I do need to make this come out farther. And then just kind of keep going. Just to keep, because I want a pretty big area there. And just kind of, not the best with the white gesso. It's not my favorite go-to mixed media, that's for sure. And we just gotta keep working it. Whoa. And I just try to keep the brush strokes like that. I went a little crazy on, but I just kind of keep the brush strokes just even. Straight across. And you see I am dabbing some over on the sides, and then I just kind of, that's almost what it looks like to me. There's this big old circle in there. Not circle. Oh gosh, I don't even know my shapes today. A nice big square in the middle that's kind of whited out, but yet I'm not really and then we're just gonna go, we're gonna make a mess. So we're just gonna keep, I'm just gonna go a little bit further now and just kind of bring that out. And this is where we're going to do all our mixed media, which is kind of cool, right? So this has to dry, and then we're going to come in and we're going to, the photo is in a shape, but I've done so many shapes lately that I'm going to see about finding a frame and sticking on there. So give me just a minute to let this dry, and we'll come back and do some more of the mixed media, because layer upon layers is the way to go, right? Okay, real quick before I forget, the lift that we are doing today is from I don't want to mispronounce her name, Magda Bolinski from Flickr. So, and Kathy chose it, so yes, I just wanted to make sure that I did get that, to let everyone know, because I didn't know, and then there it is again. So I'm just gonna have that off to the side. So I don't know, but I don't even know if you can tell, I don't know if it pulled, which is weird because there's no pink on the background, but my white gesso is pink. Yay. Right? But so it looks like, okay, so we just need to do 3 strips. So we're going to have the photo over here. Let's trim the photo down. And there's really no rhyme or reason for how I'm doing this. I'm just coming in and trimming it down. And then I had an idea, which happens frequently, right? No. I have this frame here from a How to Kill a Kit with Style because I want to use the embellishments even though the background paper is different. I just really wanted to use this background paper because it looked like it goes. And we're going to stick this frame over the photo. Oh, come on. So if you guys want to play along with us, the last Friday of every month, we open it up. The actual lift that we're already doing, I believe, is from our very own Scrappy Kathy. It was chosen, and it's going to be a fabulous layout. So, and this is going to go right about here in this area, so I want the strips to be here. And I think we're just going to use the palette knife, but I gotta find the palette knife. There it is. So we want it to be right there, dead center, so we're going to move this out of the way. And we're going to start with the pink. So I've got the white gesso on, and now we're going to go with the bubblegum pink Delusions paint. And we're just going to pray. So I'm just going to apply it right to... Ha! More ink. It'll be okay. That is very bold. Okay. I'm going to wipe that off. And all I'm doing is just doing a few stripes. It is a very thin layer, so it should take no time at all to dry. But look at how pretty and bold those colors are. Alright, so I'm going to let this dry, but like I said, my photo is going to go right in this area, and we are going to do lots of splattering and stamping, and I'm going to come in with, no, my gray, which is like a stormy sky. I don't know if that's kind of got a blue hint to it. Maybe we'll use that for some splatterings. We are definitely going to, once this is dry, I will come back with the pink, and I'm going to do kind of the packaging technique in a couple areas with both of the colors. But I want to make sure this is dry before I add the next layer to it so that it will layer on top. So I will let this dry, and we can, I guess, I don't know, we can do some splatters. So let's come in with the Heidi Swap Color Shine in black as well. And we'll just start doing splatters too for each layout and just build it up. I'm just going to go in a diagonal. I did kind of hit here, but that's okay. With this color, because it's going to take a little bit longer to dry on the parts where it's hitting the gesso, right? But I want to kind of try to hide that fact that it turned pink. So with each layer, we will add a strip of paint, and then we will add some more splatters and such. And yeah. So like I said, I'm going to let this dry. Like, it's already dry over here, but it's going to take a bit because it's sitting on top of the gesso. Alright, we'll be right back. Okay, so my colors were a little bit brighter than I thought, but I did just go ahead, since you've seen this one. This one I did a little bit more of a swish, 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 just to give some texture. FYI, the Heidi Swap Color Shine did not dry, so I smeared it, and I kind of think it's okay, right? We'll deal with it. So we are going to come in and do some fun stamping now. So I want to definitely use that one. And why not that one? And let's get this guy down there. And from this one, I definitely want to pull in this little ledger. You know I love my dictionary. If I can get it out. And we're going to do some swishes, right? Let's get this guy. We are just going to grab my black close to my heart ink. Now when I do the mixed media stamping, I try to get some coverage. Okay, so we're going to put here, and then we're going to do here. And the one thing you got to be careful about is it's not going to dry because it's sitting on, so it's not going to be dry right away like if you were stamping on just paper, right? Got to be a little bit more conscious of that. I shouldn't have done two right in a row, but it's fine. We are going to come in and just kind of start just jazzing it up, and maybe because I have this, I don't necessarily need to do, and if you see, I just kind of I'm not really looking for some craziness, just getting some ink on the background there. Probably not even going to use the dictionary stamp. I know. Gotta be careful because I will smear it. Okay. And just come in with a bit of this. Just to kind of, like I said, we're just adding texture to the page. And fun little patterns. I have no idea what's going to be covered and what's not. But you just kind of add just some little patterns all over. Alright, so I'm going to let this dry for just a minute because I'm going to probably take a heat gun to it, you guys, and then we are going to somewhere, remember we have the photo, which is over here, so we want, I think we're going to do white, this concrete one first, and then we'll go with the white one. So we're going to kind of pop this in right about there, and we are just going to fussy cut out some sort of a straight line. I use the word straight loosely. So don't forget, when you're done watching the video here, to check out all my friends that are playing along today. And if you want to play along, I think I've mentioned it before, but we have a hop and everyone's invited on the last Friday of every month. And this month's layout is a fabulous one. I believe MK chose it, and it is a lift of our very own Scrappy Kathy. And it's a fabulous one. I want to use alcohol inks, but I'm scared. Not going to lie to you guys. Like 100%, a little bit intimidated. I need to go find Kathy's layouts video and see what she did. So I'm going to pop this up on foam as well. And then, once this is just a little bit more dry, I'm not really thinking it's too dry yet, so I'm going to let this go for just a little bit longer, and we'll come back and we are going to put the photo right about here and kind of, have some fun with that, right? So I don't like the way I did those two elements, so I'll probably put something there to kind of cover it a bit. But yeah, I'm going to hit this with the heat gun off camera so you guys don't have to listen to that, so I will be right back. Alright, we are somewhat all dry. I might get it on me. I did take the 2 scrap pieces of paper and trimmed them down into some banners, which we are going to properly tuck under the photo, right? So I know in the sketch it's down a little bit further, but I want mine there. Like, just, here we are, people. So if you've seen, I torn that in half, just because I don't need it to be that long. And we're just going to go ahead and get these guys set right in there, because you remember I don't like that area right there, and there was nothing that I could do. So we are just going to hide it, and I'm going to add a few little fun elements to just jazz it up a bit. I'm going to go ahead and apply both dry ATG and liquid adhesive because of the gesso and the mixed media. We are going to pop that right there and apply some pressure. So I'm going to let this sit and take shape. I'm going to grab my How to Kill a Kit with Style and pull out some embellishments. And it looks like we really just need a few embellishments and this layout will be done. So this is kind of awesome, right? So give me a few minutes and I shall be right back. Alright, so we're going to take our title, which I have promptly done is Our Happy Place. I'm going to add just a little bit of liquid glue to make sure it sticks. And I'm going to pop it right here, maybe. On the photo, I've got this cute little puffy heart that we're going to stick somewhere. So there's like this little random piece out here in no man's land that I'm going to go ahead and add because, hey, why not? See if we can just, but I'm actually going to add it right under here. And we're going to chop the tiger off and get rid of it because you guys know I can't. It's not happening. I'm going to stick this guy right up there. I'm going to cut the circle in half and I'm going to pop one at the top and one at the bottom. And this guy's going to come right here. Think Happy, we're going to pop that one up on some foam. This is just the fun foam. I am just popping it down. We're going to do a little bit of ATG and then liquid adhesive. And I think we'll stick it right there with those little fine clusters. Now I did grab some butterflies. I'm just going to kind of sprinkle them around the page. I'm going to get this guy right there, and then we're going to take this guy and put him down there at the bottom to just kind of, you know, go full circle. So we have a few fun little clusters going on. Get that heart up there. See if there's anything from the sticker book that we can add in. I feel like we're going to go for colors, so let's grab this hot pink heart. Stick it right there. So anything hot pink, yellow, or that turquoisey blue that is by itself. And just kind of layer them around the page. I want to use this white. It's so cute. I hate this sticker book. I think I say this every time I have to use this stupid thing. So we're going to go ahead and grab... I keep pulling yellow into this collection, but it doesn't actually have yellow on it anywhere, just in case anybody wanted to know. Like the collection itself does not have any. Oh, it's so cute there. This is okay because, you know, anytime we can get Rob to somewhat look at a camera and smile, we call it a win. Seriously, he knows it's true. And it's on this last sheet. Another pink heart. Stick him over there. Okay. And this is new. I just got this from a cherry on top. Just to extend the life of my kit here, because really we need to. But I don't really think other than that's not gonna work. I want to throw in some enamel dots. I feel like I need, I don't know. Let's just do some clear. So we're just going to pop some clear gems around, right? All the same. The goal is to use this stuff up, so that's what I'm trying to do. Let's use it all up. We're almost there. Only have a few more. Of that little sheet. Alright, what else, what else, what else? I feel like the next best thing is do some black sketchy lines around the outside, and the layout is done. So I'm going to do 2 each. And I hold my hand very still and pull my arm down. So you want to make sure that you have a slick surface that your hand can run on, But everything, my wrist, everything, my arm, everything stays completely still. And I just draw. No, they are not perfect straight lines, but that's not what I'm going for. If I was going for a perfect straight line, I'd use a ruler. This just gives it just a little bit of something. And that's going to do it. So, what do you guys think of the layout? Did I nail our lift today? I sure hope so. Don't forget to check all my friends out. Affiliate links are down below if you want to pick up any of this fun product. And remember to always be kind, and thank you guys ever so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.